Hi guys, and David here. Today I've got a great product. It's a handheld gimbal for your smartphone from ZhiYun Tech, and it's basically a brushless gimbal, 3-axis brushless gimbal setup. That you pop your smartphone in there, your iPhone, Samsung phones, let's say anything up to a 7-inch screen, and it completely stabilizes your camera in all 3 axes. Okay, so in the box we get a instruction manual, warranty card. Now I have been using this over the last few weeks, so there's no true unboxing, but this is basically how it comes. It's well packaged, soft foam. Okay, batteries, which are in a plastic seal, so when it comes in its plastic seal. Charger, USB cable, and the gimbal itself. Okay, let's get everything out. Okay, so this is a charger for the batteries, obviously, and it's a mini USB or micro. Always get confused. Basically, you just plug it into a USB port. Now the batteries are a lithium-ion battery, and I'm not sure if it will show up there, but it is a 900. See if I can get that. No, but it is a 3.7 volts 900 milliamp battery, so you get 2 of those, and obviously USB cable, everyone's seen that. We get a counterweight for heavier phones or small tablets, and that screws onto the side. I'll show you later. Okay, so the gimbal is very well made. It is all aluminium, or the handle's aluminium. It's got that soft touch rubber feel to it there. They're the control buttons. The USB plug to upgrade it, or to upgrade the firmware, or calibrate the gyros, which you do via the downloading the application on the computer. And it's just a systems application that you hook up to it, and it picks it up, and you basically follow the on-screen prompts that tell you how to position the the gimbal in different positions, and it will calibrate everything. Now I didn't calibrate it the very first time I used it, and I noticed the horizon was out of level when I would rotate 90 degrees. Which then you could adjust by the buttons, but then once I calibrated all the gyros, then whichever way I spun around, it was always level. So everything's basically aluminium. That's aluminium. The motor casings. The only thing plastic is the actual, this part here, the clamp. Now it's a very strong. So I'm going to show you this. It's a very strong clamp to clamp your device down, and you also have this screw here, so I'm going to show that there, which allows you to shift up and down for balancing. Now if you shift it too far, it hits the it does hit this, the one of the gimbal, so one of the motors, but you don't need to actually shift that far in a way for that I have found. So okay, so the batteries, they go into the bottom end here, so you just unscrew that, and that's the switch to turn it on. There, you unscrew that. Again, it's all milled aluminium, so you can see in there, that's where the batteries go into. So you just slide the batteries in. Now I've found them to last 3 hours at least, so they last quite a fair bit of time. And it's got the spring on the end, so you just got to push that in, screw it in. Okay, so I use a Samsung S5 or 5S, whichever way you want to call it, This has got a cover on it, so it's slightly heavier, so you'll notice it will be out of balance, but the gimbal seems to hold that quite well, and we'll see with the counterweight whether it makes a difference. Now the gimbal itself, now it doesn't full rotate. This is the yaw, or where you're holding it, so it's to about there and around to about there, so it's almost about 320 degrees, 310 degrees. Again, this as well, this is your roll, and again that rotates about 300 so it actually sits like that. That's how the gimbal will sit, so you get a fair bit of movement on that, and then that's the pitch, and again it has a stop, so it's not full 360, but you don't actually need to go right around. So let's get the phone in there. Camera goes on the outside, on behind here, so push the spring open, pop it in and have it hard against there. Now you'll notice straight away it's out of balance, so I've got this too far down, so I normally have it further down, so it's a little bit further up. See how, as it's hitting there, so slide it up a bit just to pass it, and now tighten the gimbal. Sorry, it's a bit awkward here with the camera. Okay, so that's how it will sit. Okay, so now turn it on. To turn it on, you push this bottom button. Okay, you'll see a blue light. Okay, so normally full battery is 4 flashes, so I've got 3, so I've got about 75% battery. So you hold it like that, push and hold the mode button for a couple of seconds, and there it is. Now it's level, so you can see it's keeping it level. What I'll do is I'll tilt it. Now this will push it up, so the top button tilts it up, bottom button tilts it down. So I'll have it so the camera, so it's actually tilting down, but so it's level with the screen. Okay, so this is follow me mode. So as I yaw it around, it takes that sharp movements out, makes it nice and smooth. Okay, now I can spin this, you can see it's holding there, and obviously I can do that. You can see the motor here, so that's this one working now, and it's holding it nice and still. So as I yaw it around, there we go. Now second mode, you push the mode button, which is this one here, the middle button. Now what happens here, I'm pretty sure this is in lock mode now, so no matter, so now before it was yawing around, now it's locked, so it doesn't matter which way I move the gimbal, it's staying in that position facing the orientation. So that's lock mode. Okay, so in the next mode you have is follow mode in both the yaw and the pitch. So two clicks, again the same mode button, this one here. So 2 clicks, 1, 2. You'll see it now. Basically, it pitched down. Well, it didn't, but what it's doing, it's pitching level. So it's in the same plane as the handle. So now if I tilt the handle down, you can see it's following downwards, just to make that smoother. So as now I'm sitting it basically on the table now, you can see there. So it's level. Now if I go pitch it down, you see the gimbal's just following that position, and also still in yaw. Now 1 click back, so now it's not following the pitch, so it's holding that level, or that attitude, and again the yaw is following. And to disable the gyros, but not to turn it off, you push and hold Again, the mode button, push and hold the button for 2 seconds, and now it's disabled the motors, so everything's loose. And there you go. Here's the counterweight. Put that on. I think it'll be too heavy for it. So yeah, so that's too heavy. Your phone's not heavy enough. So it's for something a bigger screen, maybe an iPad, yeah, an iPad Mini. Let's see if that holds it. That's quite heavy now, out of balance. So let's see if that holds it. Okay, so that's appears to be holding it as well. So even it's got quite strong motors, considering it's out of balance a fair bit, and that's holding quite well. So that is the gimbal. There's a close-up look at it. Very good product. Found it to be this. It makes the video you take exceptional. Really smooths out everything. Obviously, you still, if you're walking, you got that up and down. That doesn't fix that up. But everything else, it really takes out any shake out of it. And you also have your control of it as well. Now, you do have control of the roll. If you find the roll is out a little bit, you do have control of the roll. Okay, so up next will be some video of myself using it, and you can see the difference in stabilization it does from a standard holding the phone video to when you've got this, and you can see how much it makes the picture smoother, more fluid, and there's no jolting around.